Hi, I'm Dr. Rasya Dikshit from Dr. Dikshit Clinic, Bangalore. I'm a dermatologist in private practice from the last 15 years. Chemical peels are one of the most frequently performed procedures in most dermatologists' clinics. To get the best benefit out of a chemical peel, it is not only important to go for the treatments regularly, but also to follow the post-care instructions correctly. When a chemical peel is done, usually the exfoliation of the skin happens between the 3rd and the 7th day post-treatment. During this time, the skin may look a little bit more dry, it may look dull, it may look darker, it may feel rough, and all this is normal, and this is part of the whole chemical peel exfoliation process. Usually the dryness and the scaling starts around the nose and the mouth area because of the stretching of the skin. However, it can happen and start in any place on the face, and then it progresses and the peeling extends to the whole face area or the whole treated area. Sometimes in some peels we notice that there is no macroscopic exfoliation or there is no dryness or scaling. You will still get the effect of the peel because then the peel is happening at a microscopic level. The most important treatment to do follow up after the chemical peel is to make sure that you are using a soap-free cleanser or a very gentle exfoliating cleanser which has been prescribed by your dermatologist. Use your moisturizer, and especially if you have had an acne prone skin, make sure that you are using a non-comedogenic moisturizer and use it often. Every time that the skin feels dry, you can reapply your moisturizer. Make sure that you use a lot of sunscreen and avoid sun exposure during the peak summer hours or the peak sunny hours between 11 and 4. If you do need to step out at this time, in addition to your sunscreen, wear a hat, wear full sleeve clothing if you have done a chemical peel on your arms or body. Remember that when the skin is dry and flaking, don't pick at it, don't try to peel it off, because that might irritate the skin and cause your skin to go peel a little deeper and cause scarring. If you feel that you have unusually dry skin, or if you have unusually developed some scabs over some areas, please speak to your dermatologist. This can be a normal feature in some deep chemical peels, but it can be even in superficial chemical peels which have run too deep. This can be treated by a topical steroid cream which is advised by the dermatologist, and it will prevent any dryness or pigmentation developing secondary to the peel. If you are prone to fever blisters or cold sores on your lip, do let your dermatologist know before the treatment, because any procedure on the face, including a chemical peel, can reactivate cold sores. And if you develop fever blisters post the chemical peel on your lips, let the dermatologist know so they can start you on some oral antiviral medicines which will help the skin to recover without leaving any marks. I hope this video has been useful. If you see any other side effects other than the ones I have mentioned here, please speak to your dermatologist to let them know that this has been a concern for you, so they can address it and you can get the full benefit from your chemical peel.